Good evening.
I dlatego bardzo się cieszę z tej rozmowy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for giving me a voice. Today, the topic would be discussion about biogas production from whey. What is well from whey? Whey is the side product of dairy production of milk, cheeses, which is very, very difficult. It needs to be utilized, otherwise in liver will be bloom of cyanobacteria because it's all other bacteria. For example, gas we have to utilize. The trouble is that utilization was quite difficult, but thanks to that, it's a lot of free sugars because whey is a plant of milk containing also besides milk also some sugar and as a version of lactic acid. Therefore, it's a base now to make a different substituent of diet for sportive person or physical person or very keeping diet, which because contain a lot of lactic, but it's also still very big trouble. Therefore, one of case is production of biogas. In case of this work, which is newly published, biogas production and metagenomic analysis in new hybrid anaerobic labyrinth flow bioreactor treating dairy birds water by Professor Dębowski from Missouri, he is working on methane. But in case of, for example, Professor Asbar from Turkey in Pamukkale University, he transformed into production of hydrogen. The change is that Professor Asbar from Pamukkale used bacteria which are pre-treated and 35 to 30 grams per liters of cod, while Professor Dębowski used much higher. This is because optimal hydrogen production over wouldn't be so high and stopped. And due to that, he chose anaerobic bacteria process as more stable and more useful in already working industry. This case, he make a big biogas plant, which is processing for milk of 450,000 milliliters per day. It's a Polish national country biggest milk dairy production, and this shows the anaerobic digestion and constructs special reactor which is multi-packed and multi-route. In this route is the milk is flowing into packing, and this packing allows to optimization of uptaking the feed. So such a circulating way is seeming to be similar to labyrinths, which in every time is outflowed of a gas. This is showing is similar to the digestion of lignocellulose in case of stomach of cow. This cow is making the product, going very long, making gas, which is the stem. In here, Professor Dembowski thinks instead of using a cow, he using pig stomach as an example, as because pig manure is methane is higher. Therefore, we have similar, but in case because also in the instance of cow, we have bacteria which eats this, digest and convert this meal and feed into the valuable nutrition, and this is going to gas. And similarly, this this liter stage is similarly to that because the volume of this tank is, which he proposed, uh, is 200 liters. For 200 liters volume with full stage, and this showing the quite big improvement and efficiency. Therefore, their wastewater is very highly filled because on average some bacteria and take to burgers. This method is in 64%. So it's, but removal was 90%, so very high. It still can use somehow the quite removal of code, and production was 0.23 per gram of removed chemical waste, and this is quite high, but percent was only 60%. Thus, it shows some little upgrading. So these plants should be supported with some hydrogen, for example, or other. Because if we upgrade it to 80-90%, then this method can be used as in, for example, kitchen or synthesis. This is not the aim. The aim of the research was the high utilization, because if the waste are utilized, the factory will not pay so high for utilization of waste costs. And this is the aim, but still can be very much corrected. And one of correction could be a dark fermentation plant. And this is all what I wanted to say. Thank you for giving me a voice.